While I wouldn't say the move is surprising, it is definitely one of the biggest stories of the NFL offseason so far, and it was the Baltimore Ravens deciding to fire head coach John Harbaugh. There were kind of some chinks in the armor recently with some rumors about him and Lamar not having a great relationship, so it's not this huge kind of bombshell that they're like, no, we want a fresh start. And there is an argument that even though Harbaugh is a proven great head coach, sometimes you just need that fresh start. Just look at Andy Reid and what the Eagles have done since and what he's done with the Chiefs since. There are so many head coaching openings this offseason, so Harbaugh is going to get a lot of attention. Luckily for him, he can kind of be selective with who he gives his time to. It's hard to see him really considering teams like the Cardinals or the Raiders, but that doesn't mean he's not going to find a job this offseason. The team that makes the most sense to me is probably the New York Giants. They've been searching for a consistent leader for a long time, and Harbaugh, I mean, he's kind of an East Coast guy at this point, being in Baltimore for so long. He also kind of fits their vibe. He's old school. He's been there. He's won a Super Bowl. It's easy to see him kind of fitting the New York vibe really well. The Giants are probably the team that is also willing to pay him the most because they really can't afford to screw up another head coach. At first, I wouldn't have said the Browns would be in the mix just because that team is such a disaster at all times. But he is from the Midwest. He was born in Ohio. I've seen that he grew up a Browns fan, so it could kind of excite him. I did see a rumor that he could be interested in them, at least giving them a chance to interview him. So, I mean, while on paper they might not be the most appealing job, I could see him considering it just because of the family ties and it's like in his home area, and he might be sick of kind of being on the East Coast and might want to go closer to home. The other team that's said to be in the mix for him are the Miami Dolphins, who just fired Mike McDaniel. They're another dysfunctional franchise. Their roster's kind of up in the air. They have this whole Tua issue that they're going to have to resolve, so I can see that being a little kind of scary for him. That said, we know that Stephen Ross has deep pockets and he's willing to spend a lot of money, so I could see him kind of outbidding everybody for Harbaugh. Miami is a great market. Maybe Harbaugh wants to go live on the beach. He's sick of being in the cold Northeast and he just wants to kind of have some fun. You kind of need somebody like Harbaugh, kind of a hard-nosed, old-school guy in Miami. Mike McDaniel didn't work because though he is a great offensive mind and a strong play caller, he's a little too loose, a little too fun, a little too chill. You kind of need somebody to go in there and really like drop the hammer. That's probably why Brian Flores, though he does have his issues, he had success there because, I mean, I wouldn't want to be a player to cross Brian Flores. I'm not showing up late to a meeting of Brian Flores as my head coach. Harbaugh kind of brings that same vibe without being so hard-headed and difficult, so I could see him being a fit there. That said, I think he ends up with the Giants, but I can also see a world where the Browns or Dolphins are able to convince him to come down.